Anyway, hello guys, it's Dad. Let's get this shit over with. Anyway, as we left off, Ezekiel just like pretty much roundhouse kicked Shinzo, knocking him the fuck out, and yeah. Moving on, next fight, Todoroki, let's go. Fucking Todoroki said he was gonna beat him with only half his power, yada yada yada. Suki don't give a fuck. He's not gonna say anything to him. Pedro comes out, he's like, you should probably help him out with that other side of him, It'd probably be a smart idea, a way to make a new friend. And, Izuku would brush it off. Like, he's thinking, I don't need more friends. All friends do is all friends do would the only other friends I had other than Jacket backstabbed me, so why should I? He doesn't say that out loud, but he's thinking about it.
Instead of just 6 skips an hour, Premium gives you unlimited skips. So you can jump in just as much as you like. Learn more about Premium when you tap the banner.
Moving on. Anyway, the fight goes. Izuku again would just would rush at Todoroki. And Todoroki would fire icebergs, which is, Izuku would use his focus to dodge the icebergs, and continue to dodge and weave all of them. Like a little fucking, I don't know, what's the thing that's like can fit through little holes? Cats? Yeah. Like a fucking cat. He's going through that shit like it's nothing. Izuku would finally get up close enough, which then, he would do the same thing as I said that he did to the, Nomu, where he would pretty much jump up and fucking do a cartwheel in the air and fucking slam his foot into the top of his head. Fucking up Todoroki. Real bad. He's like dazed. He's like, holy shit, he's stumbling. And, Izuku would come up to him and fucking kick him, and then fucking body kick him, like front kick him in the body, and like which would send him back. He would fucking flip back, and he'd be on the ground, and Izuku would walk up to him, and fucking Todoroki would try to get up, and then Izuku would just like bink, not with a frying pan, but just like kind of kick him in the side of the head with his leg, with his foot, and Todoroki was knocked the fuck out. And that's it. They pronounced that Izuku was the winner of that fight. Yada yada yada. On to Ida's, which goes as you would expect. Izuku would try to throw a head kick at Izuku. Izuku would stop time, catch it, and just like not stop time. Sorry, use focus, stop it, and then like slam him to the ground, and then pretty much like do the same thing he did to Todoroki. Just kick him in the side of the head, knocking him out. On to Jacket's fight, who would be against Bakugo. Anyway, when he fought Bakugo, we'll get into this. So Izuku and Jacket and Bakugo were up there, and Jacket's thinking, well, because like as I've said, I think at the start of the series, like somewhere at the start, how that one time where fucking Bakugo would try to beat the shit out of him at the end of the last day of school. And, Izuku would end up beating him up. And then, Jacket's like, now it's my turn to beat him the fuck up. Ow, I popped my leg. Moving on. Let's go. If I was best, crunch up in the grave with me. Right here in my final nights, I try to have a laugh. Anyway. Woo! Now I want to listen to something else. Fuck. Anyway, we'll continue to listen to this one because it's also a good song. That sounded like a villager for a second. Anyway, I don't know. I just felt like doing a villager sound after making that noise. Where was I? What time is it? 5? Okay, fuck. 5 p.m. Just to make it more clear to you guys, it's 5 p.m. where I'm at right now. So, yeah. Ezekiel. Woo! Funny joke. Anyway. Not Ezekiel, Jacket, and, they would continue to get into fighting stance, and what's his name? Jacket and Bakugo. Bakugo would rush. The Midnight would yell go. Bakugo would rush over to Jacket, which Jacket would do the same. Jacket's not an idiot. He knew Bakugo was gonna throw some sort of explosion right off the bat, so he would dodge the explosion and pretty much fucking punch him straight in the jaw, fucking him up instantaneously. He's not entirely fucked, but he's he's in pain. Which then afterwards, Jacket would take that as a chance to fucking run up to him and pretty much uppercut him straight in the fucking nose, because he's kind of tilted. He was kind of looking down at the floor and kind of tilted, so he would fucking uppercut him straight in the nose. So yeah, it would fuck Bakugo up, kind of setting him up in the air where he would land on the ground, which then, Jacket would get into full mount and start fucking hitting him like crazy. Right hooks, left hooks, fucking jabs, body punches, fucking all this shit. You'd be sending all this fucking blows. Moving on. E. Fuck. Anyway, they would call off the fight because, by this point, is no. Bakugo would get knocked out at some point, and yeah, they would say Jacket won, which whatever Jacket's name is, Jacket's gonna be his hero name. But yeah, he's whatever Jacket's name is, which I don't think anyone knows. It's not actually in what's it called? Fuck, can't ever remember the name. Miami, Hotline Miami. Shit, it's only gonna be this. Okay, whatever. Anyway, they go on to the finals, which, is Izuku and... and Izuku and Jacket, and, this one is going to be a little bit different than the actual canon. Where, they would say that for the end, the two, final contestants should come up and do a handshake to show good support. And, they would come up and handshake each other. And then they would also pull out their guns on each other right afterwards. Which you see Izuku holding a gun up to, underneath his, Jacket's, chin. And then Jacket would be holding, he has a pistol, as I've said. He got ammo for his pistol. And then his Jacket has, his Uzi, which he got bullets for his Uzi up to Izuku's chin. And, they both pull away and they head back to the things, and, everyone's like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? And, everyone's like, what? Why the fuck? Where the fuck they have guns? They would be, and I'd be like, whoa, you guys can't fucking use that here. And, Izuku would sign language that, there are rubber bullets loaded in this. We'll be fine. And, she's hesitant, but she's like, okay, fine. She would yell go, and they're like, they're gonna really have two kids shoot at each other. What the fuck is wrong with them? Fucking, Midnight would like assure to them that it's not actual bullets, they're rubber bullets. So they'll be fine. Just a little hurt. But Zuku and Jacket would continue to fire at each other. They would dodge each other's bullets. They would dodge each other's bullets. Really, none of them could really land a decent hit on them, on one or the other. So yeah. Anyway, at some point, Izuku's ammo, and so is Jacket. So they would come up to each other, run up to each other, and fucking start clashing. Izuku would throw kicks while Jacket would throw punches, which each of them would dodge or fucking get hit in other ways impossible. Izuku would get busted up. Jacket's leg would get busted up. Same thing with his head and body. Same thing with Izuku. Except his legs wouldn't get as busted up as Jacket's, because obviously Jacket's not really the best kicker. As I said, they both studied kickboxing, just he's not as good as Izuku. Izuku would... So, yeah, and Jacket's head's not as busted up as Izuku's head, obviously, and their bodies are kind of the same. Anyway, sorry about that. I was kind of just thinking of something. Moving on. Yeah, so they would continue to fucking hit each other until both of them would, fucking hit each other. Izuku would throw a head kick, and then Jacket would throw a punch, which, they would both fucking land, and they would both kind of be dazed, kind of walking off from each other. They kind of walk away from each other a bit, and, they kind of stumbling and, fucking falling a bit. So they're kind of a bit far away. For what Izuku didn't realize is that Jacket didn't actually run out of bullets. He had another magazine on him. So, Jacket would load another magazine. And Izuku's like, fuck. But he doesn't say it, he thinks it in his head. As the Jacket would fire at Izuku, which, he would continue to dodge until one, which hit his fucking leg. And here's the thing. There wasn't actually a rubber bullet loaded in that one. Jacket didn't fully empty up the mag. It had one extra bullet in it that he didn't realize that was in there. He just loaded it with a bunch of rubbers and then didn't realize that the last one was an actual live round, which would hit Izuku straight in the fucking leg, which now he would have a hole in his leg. He would fucking he would be like, ah, fuck! He would fucking, but he wouldn't say fuck. He would, he would hear him fucking yell and grunt in pain. Just, and he would get up, he would fucking stand up, fighting the fucking pain like a goddamn madman. And Jacket, he's worried. He's like, oh shit. Izuku would charge at fucking Jacket, and Jacket would be too fucking panicked and worried to do anything, and Izuku would fucking head kick him, knocking him the fuck out. Which afterwards Izuku would be like, fuck. But he wouldn't say fuck. He'd be like, as you would see Izuku, he would reach into his pocket where he'd pull out some tweezers, which you see him shove the tweezers into the hole and then pull out the bullet, which then he would take. He would then wrap it, and he would wrap it around in band-aids. He'd wrap it around in band-aids, put pressure onto it, because he can't really seal the wound yet. He has no way of sealing it. And then he would take painkillers, and I don't know how to treat lead poisoning, because they don't know if it's made out of lead or not. So I don't know how to treat lead poisoning, so I'm going to say he would take some antibiotics. And, that's it. He would head to with the recovery girl, and we'll leave it off there. See, bye guys.